Okay, y'all, welcome back. Part two. Part two. Okay, y'all. So, as I stated before, my sister had flew out here from another city, another state, and we had plans. So I said, "Go ahead." He's like, "Oh, he took let me take Isaiah with me," but back then he called him something else, a little nickname or whatever. I was like, "Yeah, that's fine. No problem." I said, "Just hurry up and come back." So, um Mine, y'all, it was about maybe 11 o'clock. I think it was pretty early that day. And the sun was shining. It was nice outside. And it was like shorts weather. So I had all the kids dressed. I had the girls looking nice and cute. And my son was dressed and he was looking cute. Because back then, my Zay was looking good. Anyway, so, like I said, y'all, I was not that big. So, I had to, piece together some clothes. So then he got my son and got in a van and he was out. So about I kind of lost track of time because I was still trying to get myself together and make sure that my little girls were not messing up anything, not messing up their clothes, not messing up the rooms. And the girls had their own room and my son had his own room. And by that time, my apartment was pretty big, and I had a lot of room. It was super super spacious. So, I was in the closet just doing something, cleaning or whatever, and I was like, "Wait a minute!" I said, "He should have been back by now." So, I'm sitting there, and I'm just like, "Wait a second." So I got my phone, and I called him. No answer. I was like, okay, well maybe he's playing music and he's vacuuming and um um maybe he's um not hearing his phone ring. So I was like, okay. So I called again. Y'all, I blew him up. My sister came. Hey, I was so excited to see her, but in the mix of me being excited, I'm worried about the most important person in my life. I'm worried about my son. Okay, my son was my son was 2 years old. Like by this time he was two. Pretty sure he was. So I was like, okay, what's going on? And I explained to my sister what is going on. So my sister right now today, she's married. She's been married for about 20 years to the same guy. They have three kids together, and to me it's like they have a really awesome family. And I love my sister to death. I love my brother-in-law. I love my nieces and my nephew. And it's like that's my world right there. So I had to be honest with my sister and my brother-in-law, and I had to tell them what was going on, because their whole bit is, we're coming here, we want to see everybody, and why isn't the baby here, my son? Where's your husband at? That's another question. So I had to tell my sister what was going on with my husband at the time, y'all. And as I'm telling her this, y'all, I'm calling and calling and I'm not getting no answer. And I'm so scared because I'm always hearing about little kids getting snatched out of cars, or little kids being left in cars, or I'm hearing about little kids getting sold for certain things, and all these thoughts was running through my head, y'all, and I'm crying, I'm bawling my eyes out. And on top of that, I am embarrassed because my husband is on heavy drugs. I'm embarrassed. Okay. So I'm sitting here talking to my sister, and mind y'all, about 2 to 3 hours have passed. Okay. And from what I remember, and he calls me all of a sudden, just like he calls, and I'm like, where are you? And I'm telling y'all, I went to the front of the apartment. I went to the back of the apartment. I went to the front of the apartment, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. And I'm just like, where are you? Oh, I'm coming up the street. Oh, I'm coming up the back. Oh, I'm coming up the front. I kid y'all not. The van is in my name, But in Washington state, it is a community property state. So I was just like, y'all, I flipped out. I flipped out on him. I went off on him. When he got to me, his eyes were bloodshot red. His pupils were dilated. My son was in the car, in my van, because the van was in my name. He was in my van sweating. And see, as a parent, it's like, let something happen to your child and you gonna go off on whoever it did. You gonna try your best to let that person know I'm on a swole mode right now, and the only thing I feel like doing is dropping these hands on you, bruh. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all right now, if I had a machete, this nigga would have been in pieces over my son, okay? Let me calm down, because right now that I'm telling y'all that was like one of the many issues that broke the camel's back, the straw that broke the camel's back. So I said, give me my keys. I said, I'm out of here. I said, you're gone. And I told him, don't go in the house. I said, I locked up the house, y'all. I locked it down. So I said, you go your way. I said, don't come back here. And I gave my sister my keys to my van because I was just too distraught to drive. I was so messed up. And the only thing I kept doing was looking back at my son. My only thought was, am I going to see my son again? That is the only thing I was thinking. Like, I didn't care about that van. I cared about my son. So it's like, as a mom, I have to protect my son. I have to make sure that my son is good. I have to make sure that he's around people who are going to benefit him. And that's another reason why, y'all, I left him, because I don't want my son seeing this man that is supposed to be a role model for him, a positive figure, a disciplinarian, okay, I'm gonna ground you because you're making the wrong decisions type person, when this person is not doing what he's supposed to be doing. Y'all, I left him because I don't want my girls thinking, okay, mom is with a crackhead, so I'm going to be one too. Never that. No. I had to show my kids that mom is better than this. And it's like, I struggle already with not having certain things for my son, because I'm pretty sure y'all already know why. But y'all, it was a trying time for me. I had to get away from him. I filed for divorce the second time, and I went through with it. I sure did. I went through with it because I was tired, y'all. I was fed up. I was gaining weight that was not necessary. Then I plummeted after that, y'all. I went down a bad spiral, a bad spiral. I was living in another city, and I had to turn around and come back to a city where I didn't even want to be in. And it's just like, after that, y'all, I continued to spiral. I spiraled, and I'm glad and thank God that nothing happened to me, because I could not control it. I went to school. I got back in college after that, y'all, and that was a complete fail. Because mentally, I was like gone. I was nowhere. I could not deal with it. And I was trying to go back to school. I went to college to get my it wasn't medical. It was something medical. Medical assistant, a medical assistant degree. Y'all, I could not. Okay, I had major tests to take. I had books to purchase. I had kids to take care of. I had to take care of my own self. And it was like, I could not function. I could not function. And I dropped out of college. I could not function. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Oh my gosh. I couldn't do it. So, y'all, that is a story of the time that your girl was in love with a crackhead and her many pitfalls, okay? Y'all, but give this video a thumbs up, because you know what? Your girl is good now, okay? Mentally, I'm starting to gain Desiree back. I gained Desiree back. That's what I'm going to say. I gained her back, okay? So, I'm in a state now where y'all, I'm gonna do another story time for y'all too, because I feel y'all should know this. And but y'all, comment down below and let me know what you guys thought about this story, because it's really interesting, and it's a lot, and there's two parts to this story. It's a lot that happened in 8 years, crammed up in 2 videos. So the one thing that my advice to anybody, man or woman, don't deal with someone who is on drugs, because they can get you caught up in drugs and like ruin your life. If you are a mom and you're watching this and you're struggling with drug addiction, go get help. If you man or woman and you're struggling with a drug addiction, go get help, because you're not helping anyone by continuing with your drug habit. You're killing ones that care about you because of your drug addiction. Your family cares about you. There's so many people in this world that will care about you when you open up to them and you tell them what's going on. I've never fallen under an addiction. I could be addicted to food. I could be addicted to chocolate, and that's as bad as being addicted to drugs. Yes, but it's a difference, I feel. So anyways, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. Give this video a thumbs up. If you want to share this video with someone, go ahead and do that. Come subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions about anything, go ahead and ask. But I ask you to be nice, okay? So y'all, I will holler at y'all later. Deuces, and y'all have a good and prosperous weekend.